In the last video, the Gripens attempted to defend the Norwegian border from attack of Russian fighters and strike aircraft. And in this video, the 5th gen F-35 will take on the Russian strike package. And it's going to get spicy. Make sure to check out the previous video and hit subscribe. Let's jump in.
So these F-35s have already detected us, and they're going vertical straight into the sky to basically take advantage of altitude and power of their engines. And the F-35s can definitely do this. I'm not controlling them. These are AI flown aircraft. They just know they are going to go high and fast and smack us with their missiles, while this other F-35 is just cruising along. To help both us and the F-35s, each side has what's known as an AWACS. The AWACS is basically a flying radar that flies around and is able to see further than a ground-based radar, which doesn't need to worry about. Our AWACS and our radar was able to pick up the Gripens at about 100 kilometers because they're not stealth-shaped, just about the time that these missiles will hit the target site. Meanwhile, the F-35s are blazing in, high and fast. They've already detected us. They know that we're coming, and they're on their way to protect the NATO airspace. Now, of course, there's always political controversy and discord, but from a political side, Canada should keep in mind that, administrations change, and if you don't like the current president, there might be a different president in a few years. But from perspective of technology and aircraft built, well, while I wait for these F-35s to make themselves known, I can tell you that there's been a total of 1,200 F-35s built in the last 12 years. And since the Gripen first flew in 1988, there was only 300 built. Most of NATO is standardized on the systems that are around the F-35, and the F-35 is data-centric aircraft, which means it pulls information from other types of aircraft and from other systems to have a perfect picture of what's going on around it. Now here's the thing. By now, I should have been able to pick up the Gripens, or my AWACS, my flying radar, should have been able to pick them up. But when it comes to these F-35s, I have no idea. I know they're somewhere over on the right side of me because I can see their emissions from that direction. So I'm going to turn in towards them, and I'm going to tell my wingman to go pincer left. Flying as high and fast as I can, and I'm relying on my eyeballs here to see if I can see an F-35, because my radar can't see them. And actually, there you go. There's an F-35 right there. I can visually see him. Wingman, engage. Bandits. So I can see him, but he's not on my radar. But I can pick him up in electro-optical, but only at about 25 kilometers. So that's 12 miles away. All right. Missile launch. Missile's turning. It's turning. We were right by the F-35. Couldn't even lock him. And now the F-35 starts shooting. Not sure why he ignored me. I guess he's got better things to do. He's moving at 1,600 kilometers an hour. He is fast. Evades one missile. Oh, and gets splashed. 1 o'clock. Here's the problem. I can't see anybody else on data link, which means if there's a second F-35 here somewhere, I won't know until his missile hits me. Actually, there we go. I see smoke. I see smoke back there. All right, my wingman is down. I think that's the F-35 right there. It is scary. I have no idea where these aircraft are. The only way for me to detect him is if I can pick him up from the side by his the cone of his exhaust, or by the contrail that he had there. That's how I picked up the first one. But my radar wouldn't, just refuse to see him. Okay, I see another dot. It looks like there's another F-35 up here. Again, if he's not an afterburner, I can't pick him up on, is it heat signal? I can try to throw a missile on his path, maybe. Let's try that. I'm just going to blindly fire a missile in his direction and hope that it crosses his path. But in all honesty, the F-35 doesn't give a damn. But he has fired a missile on me. This is not good. My missile's getting close. Plasma doesn't want to die. Ooh, and Plasma's dead. And my missiles are just flying by. So, here come the other two F-35s to mop up the Su-34s. Now, this is the problem. Is it was a lot more exciting when I was fighting the Gripen, right? Because I was able to go into a dogfight with him and fight him off and do all kinds of fancy things. Well, the problem is that that's actually a bad sign. If I can get close enough to a target that I can shoot him, the stealth didn't work. So now here come the F-35s. They're just mopping up our bombers. The Soviet Air Force is not going to be very happy. All right. Can the F-35 dodge the heat seeker? Beautiful dodge with the heat seeker. And the F-35, aka the Fat Amy, has successfully destroyed everything. Sad situation, but it proves the point. Stealth is what wins the game. All right, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and this gives you a better idea of what a pilot would actually feel if they're going up against an F-35 versus a Gripen. Because in reality, 2 F-35 survived, only one managed to get splashed by yours truly, just because my wingman distracted him and I was able to get him. But otherwise, 3 Gripens down and destroyed, and only 1 F-35 destroyed in a repeat offensive, showing you just how much stealth can make an aircraft practically invisible. I can visually see him, but my radar and my missiles can't track it. And that's what saves the pilot's life and guarantees a successful mission. I don't think there's much else that needs to be said. Why buy something from the 80s when you can get something from the 2000s? I'll catch you in the next video. Leave a comment if you agree or if you disagree, and I'll see you in the air.